Hey everyone, my name is Matt. Welcome to my shop. Today is March 23rd and this is my weekly shop update. So as you can see behind me, the upper case of the secretary is done as far as construction is complete. The only thing I have left to do now is apply the finish. And I'm really looking forward to that because I'm really looking forward to seeing how this whole thing is going to look with the coat of finish on it. So this week I finished up the other two finials up top here. You see them here, there's one of them. They turned out to be pretty close or pretty similar to the first one I did, and these ones went a little bit faster, mostly because I kind of knew what I was doing the second and third time through. I really spent a lot more time with the carving chisels to remove as much material as possible, and then I can come back with the file and have less material to file away with that round file afterwards. So that was a nice change because it made it a lot easier and a lot faster to do. So the other thing I did, as you can probably see as I opened the doors, is I installed the backboards. I went with the vertical orientation on those. I really liked how that turned out. I think it's going to look really awesome with the coat of finish on it, so I'm really looking forward to that. So I just have a few things left to do before I can apply a coat of finish. I have a little bit of finish prep left to do. I've been pretty good about getting everything pretty much finish ready as I've been going. So the case itself is ready to go. The only few things that need finish prep is the door frames. They need to be sanded and finished up. And I think that's about it as far as sanding goes. Maybe like the little blocks here for the finials could use a little bit of work. But other than that, pretty much ready to go. I should be putting some finish onto this thing probably, I don't know, tomorrow or Wednesday, I think. Just gotta finish up those few things and then it's finish time, which is really exciting. The other thing I'll mention about the secretary project is I went ahead and I ordered all the hardware for it. So I got all the drawer pulls, all of the discussions and all that other stuff that's to go on most of the lowercase. All those big drawers need the nice big handles and then the false lock discussion thingy, the bobbers. I should have those next week, so I'll be showing those off next week. I'm looking forward to that. Now speaking about the lowercase, I have a few things left to do on that before it is totally done and ready to go. And I'm looking forward to being done with that as well because I can finally see the two pieces together. I haven't been able to see them together yet because the ceiling in my shop here is too short for me to be able to stack the upper case on the lower case and see how it looks. So really looking forward to that. So on the lower case, I just have a few things left to do with the gallery. And the biggest thing there is I need to make two more of these drawers for the right side of the gallery. And on the left side, I went ahead and I cut the profile to the outside of the drawers so that it has the same profile as the horizontal dividers. And that really changed the whole look of that gallery because it's just everything flows together. The horizontal dividers flow through the drawers and that flows down to the lower, I guess it's like a molding piece or something, whatever it's called. But it all flows together now. That profile is consistent all the way through the whole stack, so it's really cool looking. Yeah. So I have those two drawers left on the right side to dovetail. The cool thing here, the interesting thing, the fun thing, as I like to say, is that these drawer fronts are angled, so that involves some kind of interesting joinery on the front corners with the dovetails. So as I'm creating those two last drawers, as I've been promising for probably too long now, I'll have a video about doing that kind of dovetailing where you have a drawer that is at an angle. So look forward to that as well. Really a lot of fun stuff happening in the shop. Or a lot of things coming to an end. It's kind of weird to think that I'm so close to being done with this project. I started this thing almost 2 years ago now. I've been working on it on and off for the last 2 years and it's been an amazing learning experience. And I just can't believe it. It's like a constant thing in my life, so I don't know what I'm going to do without it. And it's always been in the shop. So I don't remember what the shop looked like before I had this stuff in here, so it's going to be really a very drastic change for me to be not doing that anymore. But a welcome change for that. So this weekend we had a sawmill day. My friend Jim and I, we had a sawyer whose name is Bruce come in and mill up the logs that we pulled out of the woods probably for the last year or so. We haven't done a sawmill day for a while. But yeah, it was a fun day, a really long day. We started at about 8 o'clock in the morning is when the mill started. I got out there at about 7:30, and the mill was up and running around 8 in the morning. And then we milled all the way through the day, into the evening, into the darkness. We stopped around 8:30 at night. So that was a very long day, but a really fun one. And we got through almost all the logs we had there waiting to be sawed up. We milled mostly cherry. We had a lot of cherry to mill up, and we milled up some maple and some ash as well. Now the ash that we milled up, I'm going to be using as flooring. There is a room above me. This is my garage, and then there's a room above me where my office is, my desk is, where I do all my editing and all that stuff. I'm going to be putting hardwood floors in up there. So we cut all the ash that I'm hopefully going to need for that project. It's going to be a fun project because it's really another one of those from tree to finished product. So I was involved in cutting down the trees and pulling them out of the woods and then sawing them up, and now I'm drawing the lumber, and then I'll be making the flooring and installing it. So that should be a fun little project. Well, probably not that little, but be a fun project and a really cool experience to be able to say that this is I cut the tree and I had the whole, the whole flow from the beginning to the end with that one. And I've never made flooring before. I've never installed the flooring before, so that should be a fun learning experience as well. Looking forward to that. That'll probably be in a couple months. So yeah, should be a fun one. Yeah. Now the other thing I haven't given an update on recently is the big log that was out back that I've been slabbing up for the last few weeks. And I'm almost done slabbing that up. I have about 2 or maybe 3 slabs left to go. We'll see how the yield is. But that'll be a video as well. I'll be doing another chainsaw milling video. And the focus of that one is going to be probably more like moving those things. This time around, as I got further into the slab, further into the log, the slabs got heavier and heavier. So I had to find some creative ways to move those slabs around and get them stacked. So I did that myself. So a lot of the experience that I've had in the last few weeks moving those things around is what is probably going to be one of the more interesting things about that video, because those slabs outweigh me by quite a bit. They're probably around 300 pounds or so, at least the bigger center ones were. So I had to find a way to get those slabs across the lawn and then onto the stack. So what worked out really well for me was some PVC rollers on the grass, and I could just kind of push the slab along the ground. And you would think that rollers would make it really easy to just kind of push the log or push the slab and it would just go. But there's still a lot of resistance, and it does take quite a lot of energy or force to actually move that slab. But it is possible. Now once I got these slabs over to the area where I'm going to be stacking them, at first I could just pick up one end of the slab and put it onto the stack and then lift up the other end and slide it on. But as that stack got higher and higher, it was not really possible for me to pick up that slab and set it onto the top of the pile. So what I ended up doing was attaching a chain hoist to a tree that was nearby, lifting up the end of the slab, and then swinging the slab over while lowering it to get it onto the stack. Now once I got it propped up on the stack, I could use a come along to actually pull the log, or keep saying log instead of slab, to pull the slab on top of the pile, and then I put my rollers on the pile as well, and I can just kind of just scoot the slab onto the pile. So yeah, it worked out really, really well actually. That was a lot easier than trying to muscle those things around. I don't think I'm going to be trying to muscle things around like that after doing it so much easier with the equipment. Oh, that's funny. So what's coming up this week? Tomorrow, Tuesday, the Matt and Matthew show will be out. We're talking about routers, router bits, routing, all that fun stuff that goes along with routers. On Wednesday will be the video on the finials. I also have a Ask Matt coming up as well. I'll probably be either Thursday or Friday. And I'll probably try and have the angled dovetail video up as well. That's going to be more of a companion video to my other dovetailing video. Since I've already made a video about dovetailing, this is going to be more focused on the differences and challenges with creating a dovetail that comes in at an angle instead of 90 degrees. So yeah, that should be a fun week for me. I've been doing a lot of editing and getting a lot of stuff out to you guys to watch and enjoy. So thank you as always for watching, and greatly appreciate it. If you have any questions or comments about anything I talked about today or anything here in my shop, as always, feel free to leave me a comment. I always appreciate those, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have. And until next time, happy woodworking.